talked this over with my chief of the staff after he got all the information from the master for the mint. And the best I can come up with at this point is I don't think this is going to fly with the Imperial Council right now. We still haven't closed out the fiscal budget negotiations, or rather, uh, we haven't had a vote yet. They haven't come to me for a vote as of yet. Apparently, though, by the next council meeting, I think we are going to have the vote. It's just that uh, this came so late. Uh, I don't think this can be cast onto the table for them to even consider inside of what they may be voting on as early as a few days from now. And if that proves to be the case, the best I can hope for with something such as this, because I do agree to the format and substance of what this thing can do here. I do agree with having the system in place. It's just that the only way I can see this even being remotely possible would be for us to gather um, this material together and let me see whether or not I can engage the Imperial Council with a supplemental budget proposal after they finish with this one. And if I put together a supplement for them to consider for this, that might prove to be something that they would entertain. Uh, this is, I have looked this over and I drew up a series of questions, and my chief of staff had two questions of his own, and I handed all that over so the master for the mint could give me hardcore answers. Uh, Honestly, if I got to pick and choose between an induction casting system and a press cast lost wax casting system, I think I'll go with the press cast lost wax casting system. Uh, the only thing about it is the power output on this thing is it rivals that which we require for biodiesel operations large scale. There's a reason why we only have a small system for biodiesel refining here in the capital city, and why we're going to go larger in the outlying areas. And that is, our headquarters building does not have the ability for three-phase power at this point. And the other areas, we're going with the three-phase power availability from the very beginning. So they'll be able to handle things like that. We would require a complete upgrade to our operations center here in the capital of the city, and or the acquisition of a new location specifically for the biodiesel. Well, at this point, I'll have to look into a system, a location rather, just for this particular system. This thing has it eats up a whole lot of power, and so now it's no longer merely an outlay for the unit itself. Now you're talking about an outlay for getting the location able, ready to support um, this type of system. Now, it's not so much the size. Matter of fact, the induction casting systems are like a small refrigerator. I mean, they're very small when you put it in a room somewhere. Uh, it's not the dimensions of the unit per se, it's how much power they actually consume and the means for the power delivery. So, I am very interested in the unit. I'm very interested in the abilities of the unit. But in terms of introducing this now, oh, I think that's very untenable. Um, I would probably have a better handle on certain information, and I probably would be able to get this thing done by way of a supplemental budget. But that's going to be predicated upon a few other things first. I'm intrigued at the notion of uh, how this would play out if I were to present this on the table in the supplement. I know the Minister for the Treasury and Budget would push hard for this and maybe uh, could prove to be persuasive. I'm interested in finding out, though, I'll tell you that, because this would provide for a whole lot of options. Um, it would require, no longer require me having to uh, speak with the Minister for the Treasury and Budget about who we're going to contract out to do particular work. So, yeah, I definitely like the idea of this for sure. And we'll see how we can make this thing work. And if we can make it work, it'll be all the better for